Man, I'm really bad with these guilty pleasures. I mean, lobster is guilty on its own. Oh my God, dipped in butter. Mac and cheese is guilty on its own. When you put the two together, it's like double the guilty. My husband makes the best mac and cheese, and I really thought no one could beat it. But then I went to Catch, one of my favorite restaurants in New York City. And Catch has this incredible macaroni and lobster cream. Ooh, yes, this is gonna be good. They weren't stingy with the lobster. Big, nice chunks. And I'm like dancing. Hey, 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 hey. I'm like, whoop, whoop.
All right, so the first thing we're gonna start with, these are Maine lobsters. Maine lobsters give you the best quality meat, so I recommend these guys here.
They cook the lobster by boiling it, and they use that to make a very intense lobster stock.
This is the base for our lobster cream.
So to make that cream, they use the lobster stock,
2 cups of heavy cream,
garlic,
butter,
gosh,
rich, beautiful lobster cream. We have a dance floor upstairs, so if you need some lobsters to take with you, you come see me.
Oh my God, I'm a nut.
We use a little bit of the claw meat, we use a little bit of the tail meat, and we find that the combination of the two, when you mix them into the lobster mac and cheese, gives you the best results.
Then they add the elbow noodle pasta to the dish.
A lot of times when you see pastas being made, they'll cook it in water. We don't like to do that here at Catch because the water is essentially rinsing off the flavor. I want to heat my pasta in that lobster cream so that the pasta is literally soaking in as much as that cream as possible.
Then they add that great cheese.
Mascarpone cheese, it's an Italian cheese. It's very light, but it's very rich and creamy, and it gives a great mouthfeel to this dish. Then we're gonna follow up with about 4 ounces of our chopped lobster meat. Just a little bit of toasted breadcrumb here.
It has a nice crisp crunch to it.
We're gonna go right into that oven for about 1.5 to 2 minutes and char those breadcrumbs and give them a little bit of extra crunch. And last but not least, we add a little bit of freshly chopped chives to make it look pretty. And here's our lobster mac and cheese, rich and full of flavor.
You know, sometimes when you eat something after that 3rd or 4th bite, you're kind of used to it and you're like, okay, but it's not as good as that first bite. That does not happen with this dish. Every bite is just as delicious and buttery, creamy. The cheeses, the garlic, and salty, and briny, and sweet, and delicious. And then you get this nice bite of lobster. Hallelujah! It's just so incredibly divine. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. I'm like, I want one. Have you had it? No? It is so good.